not going to focus. Why is it not focusing? Well, I don't know what's wrong with my phone, y'all. It's not focusing. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh, there we go. I'll just have to do it backwards. For some reason, my front camera is not focusing. Like so, basically this is going to be backwards. See if I can move this a little closer for y'all. What's up? How's everybody's Sunday? Let's see here. I started this last week, a couple days ago actually. Hopefully y'all can hear me all right. I'm not going to be able to see the comments. For some reason, I've got to get a new phone. My camera on this phone, whenever I go like to Snapchat or to here, it completely acts up and then it just disappears. I wonder if I can get the laptop and just, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to see all your all's comments here in a minute. Let me see if I'll grab the other laptop. I have to step over Bowie's. Oh, I'll show you guys what I've been working on today. This is a portrait. Basically what I did, I'll show you what I did with this. So I have, let's turn off all the layers. And this is the original. Let's see here. So it's of a girl smoking. And I just kind of wanted to practice with this, with the pen and doing shadows and whatnot. So I just did a bunch of layers. So I'll show you kind of the first layer. So if you take away the original, you can kind of see what I was doing. And then you can add another layer that I darkened, and I added some more dark. And then there's a layer with some color, which is a lot of fun. This is something that I could do and just totally forget about what I'm doing. And like forget what time it is kind of thing. But this is fun. This is I would love to do one of Erica. I have a picture of her where she's, let's see here. I might be able to find the one of her face. This one that I want to do. I want to make an NFT piece with this somehow. If we can ever figure out how to do that on our own. Very difficult. What's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm not reading the comments because I'm gonna bring them up on this. Where is? So at least I can see them on here. What's up, everybody? Oh God, we're gonna have a. Don't want that. Don't want an echo. Sorry about that. I know there's probably gonna be an echo on there. All right, let's pop this out if we can. Are we able to pop it out? Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, at least I have some of I can see your comments now. All right, so originally for this piece, I wanted this to be the whole piece, which, as you can see, is it's a pretty good sized piece. It's like, I want to say 18 by 36, I think. So it's a pretty good sized piece. And I wanted it to be up with just eyes, nose, and a mouth. And I really like this picture of Raquel Welch. Is that who that is? That's right, Raquel Welch. Um, so we'll just go in and I'm just darkening. I did these the other day. This is supposed to be hair, but the way I did it, it looks like maybe she's wearing something, and I liked it. So I'm just literally just darkening. I'm going from a graphite pencil to basically softer graphite and charcoal, and then using this to kind of get some good shadows, and my finger to kind of get some shadows, and an X-Acto blade to kind of scratch off. And then I took a white Posca pen just a little bit and kind of put it where the highlights are. Sophia Loren. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So, what I wanted to do, I wanted to see what this would look like if I just wipe this. It does. See, that's what's fun about charcoal. You could put a dark charcoal down and just wipe it, and it lightens it, so then therefore it's not, you're not defining a line. You're basically just giving yourself a shadow of a nice reference where stuff should go. And then you could darken it in if you like. And what I use there is this big old piece of compressed charcoal. Hello from Idaho. What's up, Chris? Thank you. What is that? I really wish I could pop this chat out. For some reason, it doesn't let me pop it out on the laptop. I don't know why. How's everyone doing tonight on their Sunday? Let's not mention the Cowboys today. They had an off day. Easy. A really off day. And see, what's fun with this charcoal stuff, if I wanted to, I could probably erase that, right? Like, if I didn't really, really like it. Yeah, look at that. We can kind of erase that. But, as you can see, it still gives you a little reference of where everything is at. Alright, so let's work on this eyeball here. Like I said, you could take this charcoal, like get some on your hand, and where there's a lot of dark, just give yourself a little bit of dark so that you know where these dark parts are going to be. Sometimes I work backwards. I don't know. I don't know here. And I feel like I'm sitting way too close right now. And that's the good thing with this too. You can get in here, get your dark parts in here. You don't have to make these super dark. Eyelashes. And eyelashes are fun. I like doing the bottom and the top. You can define them and then just kind of smooth them out so you can kind of get an idea of where that bottom eyelash is, eyelash line. And then you could go in with a little bit heavier and define your, it almost gives them a shadow where the eyelashes are. Give yourself a little bit of a, I need to remember to blink. When I don't blink when I'm doing this, my contacts dry up. Oh yeah, what I've done here where it's really, really dark, I took a Posca pen and I basically just kind of made a line and then just kind of smudged it so that it wasn't a solid line. Yeah, Green Bay. I know it. Green Bay and Kansas City. Whew. I think I need to get some like glasses just for my artwork so I can be close. Because when I get close, it gets kind of blurry, especially when I have my contacts in because they're more for far away. I think the left one is for up close just because I have such a bad bad left eye. My left eye is like, it's not blind, but it's definitely, there's a lot of detail in that left eye. I'm talking about my left eye, not this left eye. I'll show you guys what I mean by when I say the Posca pen. Normally, you want to go a little darker before you start doing any solid black. But then again, I would love to try, I know I've done it before, is just do just the dark parts. I'm talking solid black, the blackest you could get, and then do some detail with pencil and some charcoal, and then go in with airbrush and blend it all in. I'm sure that would look awesome. And see, when you get dark like this, what is this? See, this is just a 6B, which is, it's pretty soft. It's very dark. I mean, for a 6B, this is still pretty dark. But I love it because you can smooth it in. So if you don't want it to be so dark, it doesn't have to be. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Nice little 22 person Sunday. I probably should move this. Let's see if we can maybe move it a little bit closer to what I'm working on. That arm doesn't go over there, so we can make these eyebrows a little darker. And I've been doing faces for so long, portraits, that there's certain parts of a portrait that I love to do. I love to do all the shadow in here. I love to do this shadow, and even if it's not on the picture and it can still make sense, I'll do it. Look at that. That is just, oh, I think I put some charcoal up there. I think I put charcoal in all of this. Huh. Hi from the UK. What's up, Martin? Well, thanks for showing up. Go have some awesome dinner on your awesome Sunday. In Australia. Right on. Beethoven. I rarely do portraits of men. I have before, but I have to want to like the reference. So I guess if I like the reference of Beethoven. So then this thing is the smudge utensil. I have it to where it's kind of like I flattened it so I can get bigger smudges, like up here. If I wanted to get some shadow up here. See, look at that. I just shadowed all of this right here. The thing is, I got rid of those eyelashes, but that doesn't matter because the darker stuff will come in here in a little bit. And I can just go back and put those eyelashes back in there again. Not a problem. Right on. I appreciate it, everyone. With portraits like this, I have to stop every now and again and just stand back and just kind of squint my eyes because if I see this all up close and I'm doing it and it doesn't look right, but if you step back, have your reference up next to your piece, and you'll see what's wrong. You'll see what you like, what you don't like. I don't know where my... Oh, let's see, where is the 10? I have a 10 and an 8. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, y'all. You're going to see a earthquake here in a second. There's a 10B. All right. I forgot this. So now I'm going to go ahead and darken up all this stuff. I have a 10B. God, this thing is like right over my shoulder, y'all. So I apologize if I hit that again. I forgot I got myself a drink. A little Sunday night sippy. Nothing wrong with Beethoven. Well, I didn't say anything was wrong with him. I just said if you have to want to paint the painting. Paint the picture of him. All right. So I'm going to do this. So I apologize if I don't read somebody's comment. But I'll definitely keep talking. See, look at that. This is just a little bit softer, so it's going to be a lot darker. So now I can go in and get these eyelashes. But what I'll probably do is take the paintbrush when I'm all finished. I'll probably get the airbrush out sometime at some point and just hit it with like a smoke gray, just to kind of blend everything in, and then take a fine or a fine paintbrush and do like the eyelashes, the eyebrows. Get these creases. These are really dark right here too as well. And then you can get some of your shadows from the creases. I love to do all these shadows. No shadows. It's what really makes a portrait come together, is when you can get these shadows just right, especially the nose. This is tricky right here. You guys can't even see the nose, can you? There you go. Ontario. We don't get a lot of Canadians over here. What's happening? What's happening? Tink, tink, y'all. Tink, tink. I see people are thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, in a second, I'm going to get the X-Acto blade, and I'm going to show you guys how to make highlights and to make an eyelash stand out. And to make a shadow really stand out, like right here. See, what I should be doing is doing this with the airbrush, but I'm not at that point right now that I feel like I want to do that. Like I said in the beginning, I wanted to use this piece with all this color for a bigger piece. This is pretty small, and all this stuff kind of muffles your artwork, kind of, if you understand what I mean. Y'all, we are almost to 50,000 subscribers. And I'll show you how I did this eye. And it's funny because it's already that color, which really bothers me. I did this eye with a Posca pen as well. Basically all I did was I dabbed it and then just kind of dabbed it with my fingers so it would kind of smudge it a little, and then as I would put it more towards the top, it just kind of faded. And then I just took some of the dark and just kind of blended down so it kind of, so you can kind of see, you can just blend all that in. But here, I'll show you guys what I do with the X-Acto blade. And it kind of, what do you call it? It definitely gets dull pretty fast because the tip of these they're very sharp, but they're also these are really crappy X-Acto blades. So what I do is go wherever there should be white, and I just scratch away. Just enough, just down to the original white paint that I have on here, because I painted this white first and then spray painted it. But what this is doing is you're just going back down to the original white, just so that I think it looks a little bit more realistic when you just kind of scratch back down. You're not putting a jet white on here, which that's what that stuff is. And I feel like it just makes it look cartoony. But when you have this background, you're not going to get much white out of that. So you do that in between your eyelashes and you get your eyelash highlights. Because there is a little bit of a highlight right here in the crease of her eye. I probably could use some white charcoal too, maybe even, right? And then you get really good detail when you do, let's see here. I'm trying to get this as close as possible. Just do on just outside of your eyelash. One little mark, just to separate them from the other eyelashes. And it makes it stand out a lot. See that? And there's like a little highlight right here. If there isn't, I normally put one just because it makes it stand out a little bit more. So what are you guys working on? Anything new? Anything old? Did you have a chill Sunday? So I'm going to take this Posca pen and hit this highlight right here. And just kind of dab it. Just to kind of take down some of that white. See? You just barely hit it, and then you could go back in with some charcoal and kind of make that not so bright. Sorry about that. Mike is texting me right now. We are going to Hawaii at the end of this month to go see Mike and the fam. And see, there's a little highlight right here. I'm going to risk it and put just a kind of a bigger dot, but I'm going to mash it out. You see that? You get rid of that, but it still gives you that nice little, whoops, nice little highlight on her nose. Tumble oars for Christmas. Right on. I have yet to do a tumbler. Let's do some of her lips right here. And see, the airbrush would work really good with this as well. See, you get rid of that just so it's not so harsh, but it's just a hint of the highlight on her lips. And she's got like some highlight right here. And some of the highlight doesn't work because there's color behind you. So if it doesn't work, it's definitely because of this color, which I shouldn't be doing anyways. But I wanted to highlight, I wanted to get some more definition in there. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take, this is like a really, really super thin Posca pen, like pointy, very pointy. What up, Phoenix Art Flow? Welcome. If you guys are new to our channel, Artists Till Death, welcome. I am Jeff Thornton. Normally, Erica would be here doing some sort of amazing resin or alcohol ink or something. She is out visiting our fairy art mother. See, what I'm doing is I'm just hitting just the dark parts that I like, and then I'm going to smush it. I'm going to smear it because I don't want any super hard lines, especially with this. This is just going to give me just enough to give a little bit more detail in the really dark parts of this portrait here. And I'm not telling you how to do this. This is just how I do it. I could probably get away with doing the eyelashes with this, because this is a very fine point. Let's see. I'm just gonna do that. I think it wants to. This doesn't want to work on this where there's pencil. And my eyes are getting blurry right now. I think I'm just too close to the canvas. But if you can see, you can see that I'm just barely darkening these in so that it just gives it a good definition. I might just get that airbrush out just to. Give this crease a nice dark, gives it more depth, you know. And then we can do just the center of the eyebrows because I don't want to make them stand out too much. I feel like my eyebrows don't have any direction. So what I'll do, I'll just fill in what I think where the eyebrows should go and look, and then take the X-Acto and give it just a little bit more definition. Where is that X-Acto blade at? What, Jeff? That is absolutely amazing. Oh, well, thank you very much, Melissa. Yeah, we might just have to stay there. I'm telling you what. See, you can get some really good detail with this. I'll bring that camera in a second to show you. Like, you can really shape eyebrows and give you some good detail. If you got a nice sharp. Can you see that? So what I need to do now, I need to darken in that eye. Because this is very dark eye right here. This is why it's looking so different right here, because I don't have any shadow. But I can also do that with the airbrush, so. See, just darken it all in. All right, here, I'll show you how I do that. What's up, Stephanie? Welcome. And fortunately, it's the same color as this, basically, right? This is just a Posca pen. But I want her eye to stand out a little bit more than what it is. So I just blend this color in. Wouldn't that be fun to make it brown? Or maybe blue. Should I make her eyes blue? Stick out a little bit more? I think that would be fun. So let's blend this in. This is very not blended in here. I put the marker on this and never blended it in. And I think it's bugging me because I know there's a lot of shadow on her lip here. And see, with airbrush, it would be so much faster, so much easier. Sometimes I just don't feel like getting the airbrush out. And I like to challenge myself. I've done airbrush for so long that I feel like I just it's kind of the easy route to blend stuff like this. So I'd rather challenge myself and see if I can get a nice gradient with this, you know, with a paintbrush. Like, this is fun to me, trying to make a decent lip gradient, if that's what that's called. I don't know. How are the Chiefs doing? Not bad. There's a little softness here. And originally I didn't want to do any hair detail, which I'm probably not going to do, but I'll do a little bit here just to kind of have the face in something. I might do this to where it's like a cloth or something, like a hood. All right. Have a good night. 13-7. Awesome. Right on. See, this would be a lot easier with airbrush right here. Because this, her jawline is so gnarly. Her cheekbones. Look at that, like, that's so rad. Just shadow this in. I don't know what to do with this right here. Because I don't want to do a bunch of hair. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. Like, this is probably just going to be a practice thing. Thank you, Phoenix Art Flow. I don't know why this is... You can take this again and darken. It's so weird. It's not letting me do... It's not letting me draw on some parts. Very 80s art. Very 80s art-esque. And I'm not doing it, but always look at your reference. Especially if you want to make somebody look like somebody. Always look at your reference. Thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, it's just what's really bugging me is what I wanted to do with this. Um, and that is make this image bigger. Because when you do little stuff like this, all this color background, it muffles your artwork. So I'm not really happy with that. Oh yeah, I was gonna do some eyelashes. Sorry about that. That's my text messages, and it's not gonna stop unless I go check the text message, and I don't want to get out of this because I'm afraid my camera's gonna. Oh yeah, definitely Emma. I feel like it's a little dark. Oh, she's a little brighter. Yeah, I think I want to stop on that part because I don't want to keep darkening it. I think this is fine. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If anything, I'll just spray some matte over it. And then maybe put some more 80s. Like some streaks, like kind of how Erica does her stuff. You know? Maybe put like a big neon piece right here. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. As far as a practice piece, I've been, gosh, that's gonna drive me insane. I've been wanting to do just larger pieces, just up close stuff, detailed, heavy contrast, heavy shadows. And this is not it. So I think if I just continue to do stuff like this at the beginning and then go forward, maybe doing the same thing because I've just done it on a bigger scale because I know where stuff goes, how it should look. I think that would be an ideal thing. Quite a texture in this, that's for sure. Let's spray some, I'm gonna spray some workable fixative over it. And it should darken it. It should make it darker, but then I could go back in. I could still go back in with airbrush. Or I can go back in with anything and be able to draw over this charcoal because there'll be a layer of film in between it. But once you put this stuff down, you're sealing in everything. I can't erase anything anymore. I can't, nothing. Even these, like I could probably get rid of these lines if I wanted to. I can just wipe them down and erase it with this kneaded eraser because it's charcoal. Like it's very, very forgiving. But I think I'm gonna seal it in with this stuff here. And this stuff always brightens everything, makes the little stuff a little darker. I'm gonna open the window real quick. It was very, very nice day today here in Dallas. And it's still nice outside. Woo! I just picked this up and was about to spray it. Oh boy. Alright, make sure you pick up the right can. Thank you, Joella. Alright, so I'm just gonna spray this over everything right now. And this does darken stuff in. It like kind of makes it very, it kind of highlights the darkness, right? Ooh. Where's my respirator at? I need that. Yeah, I would definitely use a respirator. What? It darkened it, didn't it? Whew. I have to turn the fan on. Yeah, this side's a lot darker than that side. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. See, I want to do this. I have this piece that I put alcohol ink on. I'll probably do just a eye, nose, and a mouth, like just something oversized. I don't know. We'll see. But that's originally, I originally wanted to do this one, and I started it and I hated it, so I painted over it. It was on a big round, which I'll probably do because I really like this image. I love the darkness here, the contrast. But what I started doing all the light parts, and it just, your mind can't see it yet. I mean, obviously you can see it here, but when you're working on it, there's just it looks like a weird shape, and like I literally think I have to start this like just use a black and just blacken all this stuff in and just barely hit where this stuff is, and then go in with airbrush and fade it all in. I did not know that was Angelina Jolie, and her name is right there. That's how you can tell my my contacts are acting up. All right, I think that's it. I think this is see, is this dry? Like if we put some, look at that. How fun is that? Do some splatter with this. I could totally turn this into an 80s piece real quick. And see, now this is wanting to draw on this because there's something that it can draw on now. Literally, it's almost like I'm airbrushing this just because I'm doing dots. I'm going to end up messing that up, and then I'm not going to like it. So, what do we got? What are you guys saying? Well, thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. Judy. Erica's on the way home. Awesome. All right. Well, with that said, I want to stop because I'll end up doing something to this, and I want to add something to this. I'm not sure what, but let's just stop here and on a good note so I don't end up smashing this thing or painting over it or something. And then that way I can get this text message. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Especially on a Sunday night. I know people are getting ready for work tomorrow or just getting up if you're in Australia. I appreciate you guys. Be kind to one another. You never know what somebody's going through. And always remember, here at Artist Till Death Studios, we do the test so you don't have to. You guys are awesome.